Hello everyone, I am Professor Sandhya Joshi. I and Professor Ashwini Nayak Madam will be handling marketing behavior and cost analysis subject. In previous class, Professor Ashwini Nayak Madam had started with your first unit, firms and decisions. And ma'am has covered meaning and nature of the firm. Okay, in today's class, I'll be teaching you all goals of the firm. Goals are nothing but the objectives or purpose for which a business is promoted. Okay, they will explain the main purpose of a business or the firm. Now, business will always try to make more profit by achieving all its objectives. Now, mainly, these goals are of two types. First goal is economic goals. Second one is social goals. Okay, one by one we will see it in detail. Now, economic goals. Now, what are economic goals? Economic goals means firm has to prove its economic existence by creating and distributing wealth in the society. Okay, now basically, like business will be called as an economic activity. Now, in case of economic goals, there are four different economic goals. First point is earning adequate goals. Now, what is earning adequate goals? Now, earning adequate goals is a main objective or main goal of the firm. Without maximizing the profit, the business will not survive for a longer period of time. So, profit is the test of efficient conduct of the business. Now, even this profit will be called as an reward for the owner for whatever capital he has already invested in the business. If there is more and more profit to the business, then the business will run smoothly. There will be no financial crisis. Suppose if it is a loss making unit, then there will be burden to the owner. It is not only burden to the owner, but also it is burden to the society. Okay, now business has to make adequate profits to prove its economic valuability. It means what? Why profit is required? Why business or firm has to earn more and more profit? Okay, now they have to give adequate returns to the investors. Okay, they have to build reserves for expansion and growth of the firm or the business. They have to undertake research and development, as well as they have to undertake innovation activity. Okay, now more facility should be given for the employees. So when all these things is required for the business, it means they have to earn more and more profit. If they earn adequate profit, then only all these things can be achieved. If the company is making loss, then it will be very difficult for the business to give all these facilities to the stakeholders. So earning adequate profit is more essential for the firm. Now, second economic goal we are seeing is creation of customers. Now, unless and until there are customers to the business will not make adequate profit. So they say future and destiny of business, it depends on the customer's support. Okay, so one of the quote which is given by Peter Drucker is that he says purpose of business is to create customers. Okay, how they have to create? By, like, business must produce goods which are liked by the people or the customers. Okay, now it helps if their wants are satisfied, this helps them to retain the support of the customers. Now not only like whatever they are producing, it will be as per the likes and dislikes of the customers, but they have to keep on improvising the quality of the products, as well as they have to reduce cost of the product, so that they can get support even from the new customers. So this helps them to retain the existing customers and to attract the new customers. Okay, now customers will also be called as god of the business. They are the king of the business. Why? Because of customers only the business will run. Because of customers only there will be more profit for the business. So that is what is creation of customers. Third point we are going to see is innovation. Now what is innovation? Every now and then people will expect something new. They want new things to use. Okay, now business which will offer new products and services, such business will earn adequate profit, because innovation will attract the customers. Now firm which undertakes research and development activities on a continuous basis, only such businesses will survive for a longer period of time. Every time people want something new. Okay, they want something change in the existing product. Even change in packaging it might be, or color or taste of the product, even that will satisfy the customers' needs and wants. So innovation is also an economic objective. Unless and until the companies or the firms undertake innovation activities, the business will not survive for a longer period of time. A last economic goal we will see is, that is economic use of resources. Now economic use of resources means whatever resources are available, those should not be wasted. Okay, now they should not waste the resources available. If they are wasting the resources available, which will leads to increase in the cost of production, and again that is burden for the business. If cost of the product increases, if cost of production increases, then there will be high price fixed for the product. Okay, so that the customers may not take that product because the price is very high. So the success of business, it depends on efficient use of resources, as it can control cost of production and ensure better returns. Okay, now like firms that makes efficient and economic use of resources will achieve profitability. Okay, if they are wasting more and more products, so that again their cost of production will increase, which will leads to higher price for the product, wherein they may not sell more products because there is hike in the price of the products, which will leads to again financial crisis to the firm. So whatever resources are available, that has to be properly utilized by the firm to create more and more customers, as well as to earn adequate profits. Now these are some of the economic goals of the firm. Now next goal we are going to see is social goals. Now what are social goals? Now social goals means we call business as a part of society, because it receives benefits and support from the society for its survival. Okay, so now it has a responsibility towards the society. So society will also expect something in return from the firms. Now there are some 5 social goals here. First point we are going to see is employment opportunities. Now, economic development of society as well as improvement in the standard of living, it depends on the creating opportunities of the employment. Okay, for now suppose if whatever, like all the factors of production, that is factors of production means land, labor and capital, okay, must be efficiently employed to create goods and services which is desired by the society. Now the purpose of business is what? To satisfy the wants. Now these wants can be satisfied when resources are fully or efficiently utilized. Okay, now this will create adequate job opportunities. Whenever the production is increased, that will leads to creation of employment opportunities. Now this will provide jobs, then increase income level of people, then create more goods and services, and the result in economic welfare of its people and society. Okay, so if employment opportunity is given for the society, then which will help in standard of living as well, and they can satisfy their wants, again which will leads to increase in the national income. So overall there will be development. Now second social goal we are going to see is protection of environment. Okay, now protection of environment is an important, because existence of universe and its survival, it depends on protecting its environment. Now every time whenever an industry produces goods and services, there will be pollutions like noise, it might be water, it might be, or it might be air pollution. And even when they are like, when every business it exploits the natural environment, now it will extract like raw materials or exploration of oil, it might be, or they might be cutting forest trees. Okay, now because of all these reasons or because of all these problems, there will be earthquake, floods, droughts. Okay, now these all are the natural disasters because industries or the firms are not protecting the environment. So when they protect the environment, there will not be any natural disasters. Now this is only possible by adopting environment friendly technology, okay, by minimizing industrial pollution or contributing for the development of nature by development of forest or protection to wild animals. Now these are the part of like protecting the environment. Now part of business profit can also be contributed towards the protection of environment. Okay, unless and until we protect environment, even the industries or the firms will not survive for a longer period of time. Third social objective or goal we are going to see is ethical practices. Okay, now the nature and functions of business must be as per the culture and traditions of the society. Okay, now whatever goods are produced or whatever marketing styles they have adopted, that must not harm the value of the society. Okay, like a business must not adhere to unethical practices, like it might be adulteration or hoardings, or it might be charging high prices, or it might be poor services. Okay, now whichever businesses are following moral and ethical practices, there will be goodwill as well as reputation for the firm. So that is what is ethical practices. Fourth social goal or objective is welfare of employees. Now, welfare of employees. Now, business cannot think only its survival. When business will survive? Only when the employees work efficiently in the firm. Okay, there should not be more labor turnover. If all the welfare activities or if all the facilities are given to the employees of the firm, then employees will be retained in the organization. Okay, now each and every employee will be having their personal objective. The main intention to join the firm might be to increase their income level, like in the form wages, it might be bonus or increment, promotion, facilities, or better working conditions. So these all things are expected by the employees. So all these expectations should be fulfilled by the firm. Only then employees will help the firm to achieve its objectives. Okay, there is an interlink between organizational objectives as well as personal objectives. When the personal objectives are safeguarded by the firm, only then organizational objectives can be fulfilled by the employees, because employees are the assets of the organization. If employees do not work efficiently, then the business may not run for a longer period of time. So that is what is welfare of employees. Next we are going to see is customer relationship management. Now, customer relationship management is also called as CRM. It means customers are the important objective of the business. Now, business which has backing of customers can definitely achieve success. So that CRM or the customer relationship management should be one of the objectives of organization. So without the customers, here the business may not survive for a longer period of time. So customers will be expecting quality products, then reasonable price, then better services. So all such things has to be fulfilled by the firm. When they are fulfilling all these things, then there will be proper relationship between customers as well as the firm. So this relationship will last for a longer period of time. There will be good bonding between firm as well as customers. If business is not protecting the interest of the customers, then the customers will not support the firm. Then there will be no proper relationship between customer as well as firm. If business is following unethical practices, then the customers may not support business or the firm. Okay, now these are the social goals of the firm. So in today's class we have covered objectives of the firm, wherein we have seen economic goals. In economic goals we have seen earning adequate profits, then creation of customers, innovation, then economic use of resources, as well as we have seen social goals, that is employment opportunities, protection of environment, ethical practices, welfare of employees, then customer relationship management. Hope so this class is clear to you all. Now next class will be taken by Professor Ashwini Naik madam. She will be covering next aspect of your first unit. Thank you.